So what's going on, everyone? Welcome to Dolphin Productions, and we are introducing something new to our channel. We're still doing our movie reviews, as you plainly see. We're going to try to cut them down to condensed synopsises, or a condensed synopsis, or summary, a condensed summary. There you go. What I thought of, or what we think about it, or what I thought about it, and our gripes and complaints, essentially. So I guess we're adding a little twist to these quick movie reviews. How that'll work is that we just will eat a pepper. It'll either be myself or Mr. Thief, and we'll go through the summary of the movie, what we think of the movie. So without further ado, let's get to it. There you go. See, one little pepper. Cool. No etching, no nothing. Super fresh. And pull the stem out because I don't like stems. That's gonna be juicy. Already hot. So today's movie review will be over the Netflix movie Town. Oh god. Ugh. That is spicy. Give me burps. Okay. Alright, so Tao is a movie about a woman being held captive by a scientist in a futuristic smart house and hopes to escape by building some kind of bond and escape plan with the AI that is in the house. It's like an AI that controls the house. Wow, it's hot. It's directed by Federico D'Alessandro, written by Noga Landau, and it stars Micah Monroe. You know her from It Follows or Independence Day. Also stars Ed Skrein. Probably know him from Deadpool. Oh man. And Gary Oldman. You know him from being Gary Oldman. Big over the top actor. I like him. He's cool stuff. Whew. That's hot. So the movie starts with Micah Monroe's character, Julia. And she's going from nightclub to nightclub, stealing stuff, necklaces, phones, everything to try to make a living, you know, pawning it off or selling it to someone that we only see momentarily. But we kind of see her lifestyle and how she lives or makes her living. And it's all just broken down into like a quick, like a rapid fire montage. Yeah, but in that montage we find out that she's a loner, she lives in the slums, doesn't have a lot of money, doesn't have a lot of opportunity, stuff like that, but she's very beautiful. I can use her feminine wiles to kind of, you know, manipulate and get what she needs. So she's kidnapped from her home. She's targeted. We can see that too in this montage. She's targeted and kidnapped from her home and taken to this house where she meets other people that have also been targeted and kidnapped. They don't know what they've been kidnapped for. Neither do we as the movie starts, but they kind of do this kind of jailbreak scenario where they bust open the cell gates that they're in. They're in like a cell thing, using the gas line, rupturing the gas line, and the electric discharge from the electric cell doors. Blow the door open, get out, and upon trying to escape, trying to use a little hand scan reader, biometric reader on the door, alarm goes off because it's not the right person using the biometric reader. Alright, so through that, a huge freaking robotic thing comes out. Like, let's think of it as the poor man's transformer. Alright, and then just starts mutilating those guys because it thinks that they're intruders, right? So it does that. Ah, man. So after that, the two other subjects are killed by the little robot, and as soon as it has Julia, old dude walks through the door. Ed Skrein character walks through the door. Damn, I forgot his name already. Whew, it's hot. Anyway, catches her. He walks in. He's like, "Whoa, take it easy, stop," because he needs her, right? So as they're looking through everything, they find out that she's the only viable subject. And she's referred to as Subject 3 for a while. Alright, she's now Subject 3, and her abductor, oh dang, oh man, Alex, is like a super genius. He owns this company, and we'll see like Forbes and Wired and all these little like framed magazine covers everywhere. And yeah, we figure out that he's behind it, and he's using what is it? Emotional responses from a little device implanted in the back of their necks to help build an algorithm for this AI. And it's just movie. After that, it's just movie. And it ends with her building this kind of relationship with the AI and Tao, voiced by Gary Oldman, and teaching it like empathy, sympathy, and there's scenes where like it stands up to her, it defends her, but the overall fear of what Alex can do to Tao causes him to kind of fall back in line, and eventually he does try to erase the memory of everything from the AI, which fails in the end, and which gives her the ability or the opportunity to activate a source code to self-destruct the house and everything, the lab, the house, everything that's in there that Alex had set up. So now it's and she does that. They escape. She has one last remaining piece of Tao before he was erased by Alex. And yeah, that's it. They go off into the world, them against the world. Yeah, so it's pretty good. Whoa, it's starting to wear down a little bit. Woo. So, to my review for the movie, it wasn't too bad. It started off very, very, very strong, and I liked it. It was quick. There was no verbal narration. There was no spoon-fed just information. You're just like, oh, this is this is that. It was kind of shown to you, and you put it together. Oh man, yeah, it was shown to you. You put it together like Legos, man, which I thought was pretty good. That was a good part of the movie. I actually liked that. They didn't spoon feed you any information. There's no there's no walkthrough, but there are parts of the movie where you're just like, come on, man. Like there's parts of the movie where like she steals stuff, like she steals like scissors from a desk, dude's glasses from his shirt, a knife from the kitchen. It's like, as a scientist or whatever that he is, a genius, I'm pretty sure he has accountability of his own home, knows what's what, knows what's where. I mean, earlier in the scenes we're seeing him checking every single surface of the house for cleanliness. Why wouldn't he have accountability of everything that he has in the house, you know? Or how could he not feel like if you're hunched over, right? Like his glasses were in his shirt, like so, right? You couldn't feel like they're gone. It's like, okay. But and also the scene where they escape from the little dungeon, the cell where he was keeping the three subjects in. There's a huge blast that they made in the film. And it was like, if it can blast open a metal, it's like cell doors, it looks like cell doors, like a jail cell, and not barbecue anyone else that's on the other side, is like, come on, man. That's, I mean, movie's a movie, right? The movie has the movie, okay? So that was cool. But overall, I kind of like the questions that are brought into from the movie to the audience. Like one, there was the question of, do you obey your creators? Because Tao obeys Alex because Alex created Tao. But do we, he asked the question back to her, do you obey your creators or don't you obey your creators? And she doesn't ever answer the question the first time she's asked. She kind of walks away and avoids it, which is interesting. Do we obey our creators? I mean, we do for a time as children, but as we develop our own personalities, likes, dislikes, our preferences, we tend to stray away from that and make our own life. And there was another question too. Why do we create? Why do we create? Why do people procreate? Why do we make what we make? Why do we do what we do? Interesting question. Nice question. Good for a movie. I wanted to say like a low budget sci-fi movie, but I mean, it brought a good questions to the table, and I really like that about this movie. I also like the problem solving that they characteristic that they give to Julia, our antagonist in this movie, our protagonist in this movie, because they kind of feed you a little bit of exposition that one, she's a really good problem solver, and that two, I don't know what the second thing was. I guess she's attractive, so she tries to problem solve how to escape. So she tries to solve the puzzle that is the house by tapping and like getting into different little things to see how she can leave, which doesn't work obviously. So she tries the next thing to try to escape, and just using her femininity to kind of seduce this guy to ultimately kill him to leave, which doesn't work. But in the end is able to figure out to use Tao to go against the newer version, like the old Tao to go against the new Tao, to help her escape by just blowing up the house. So essentially destroying everything for her freedom, risking, killing herself in the process. And also there's a really funny bit of her like messing with the hand. Like, alright, this is gonna be spoilers, so spoiler ahead is already in the beginning, but there's a really funny bit where she cuts this dude's hand off, right? And she's trying to warm it up because it's like a heat sensor on the biopad or whatever for the front door, for any door really. It's pretty freaking funny. Like that was funny. I was trying to be super serious while watching the movie and take it all in, but that part just kind of like, it broke the mold for me because it was too freaking funny. But other than that, it was a pretty decent movie. And if I had to go out of 5, I'd probably give this movie a 3 out of 5. It wasn't terrible to watch. It had me hooked in the beginning. Didn't really lose me throughout the film. But definitely went into this movie has to movie territory. Stuff has to happen to keep the plot progressing, and to keep it, over an hour and a half long. But I would definitely, I recommend you watch it once. At least watch it once. It wasn't a horrible movie. It was pretty entertaining. Just watch it with an open mind and try to watch out for those existential questions that'll lead you down a rabbit hole you don't want to go through. So thanks everybody for watching this really quick habanero pepper induced movie review. Working on the next one.